So this is kind of just a progress update with the kitchen. So because we put the cabinets farther back into like the living room area, had to build this like box here. And it kind of looks crappy now. Hopefully when we get it done, it'll look okay. One issue was one set of cabinets, the new set, had a 1/2 inch less depth than the old set of cabinets, which is, are right here. So when this box was built, there's an overhang there on the sheetrock. But guess what? When you go to the other cabinets, it reverses because this area here is pushed out. We did know that there was a 1/2 inch difference, but I guess, did not plan for this box here to come out further, and that's probably what we should have did, was make that come out further and just add spacers back here under the paneling on this side, so that it would be all flush down there. Hopefully when it's all painted, and hopefully it'll look okay. I mean, it kind of looks rough around here where it probably needs to have more mud and possibly more sanding and mud. I don't know. We'll see when we paint it. But this looks nice. This is I don't know if it's plywood or some kind of paneling here, but it's like less than a 1/4 inch. We took the old paneling off of the old cabinets, put this on the back of the new, and just tried to make it kind of a seamless transition. And one sheet went all the way to here, and another sheet just goes about 6 or 8 inches there. Pardon the drywall dust and the materials. Under the counter, the bar area, this paneling kept falling apart, or falling off with the finishing nails. We ended up putting, I think, staples in there instead, and Frank decided to put this stuff here to kind of make it look better. When it's painted, it should be fine. So this whiteboard was put back up here, but he cut out a much longer piece all the way to the ceiling, which is nice. This little entryway, this little arched entryway, was getting hit by Natalie's wheelchair, so Frank decided to put oak. He said there's pretty much no way she's gonna damage this hard oak here. And it's on both sides here. This is the front of the cabinets here. So he put molding, I guess 1/4 round molding all around the top, everywhere. We, because there was an old glue line here, we decided to silicone the top edge, the off-white silicone. And this cabinet here was actually not quite as high at the bottom, so he custom cut some, let me see if we can get that, some boards, little strips, to make it all match here. And this end piece was actually an old cabinet door, similar to this, but without the design around it. So he cut that for this side and the bottom. New high countertop that goes, here for, one adult could sit here in a stool, maybe 2 kids could sit here in a higher bar stool. But the main reason we put this here was for the KitchenAid, maybe air fryer or something like that, mixers, ninjas, or whatever. So we can hold up to like 3 big appliances there. And it'll probably be a permanent place, or semi-permanent place, for 2 to 3 appliances to be here at all times. Silicone the seams with clear silicone, even like right here, because Frank said it would probably look a lot more finished, a lot more professional once we paint it, to have that. And there was some pretty big holes here, so we'll see how it looks when we paint everything. And the little seams and all. And some of the silicone has sunk, so we might end up having to do it again, you know, where it kind of sunk in the holes. And they have just yesterday started working on the master bath here for the roll-in shower. The window here, just going to put insulation, staple it in, wall that up. They're not going to take the window out. They were originally going to put a 2x6 wall all the way back here, but decided not to. So they have to run water. I don't know if it's going to come up through the floor there or just out that way. I don't know yet. So the back wall will have to have a drill. The water thing will have to be drilled out, I guess. And it would be nice if this was done this week, but since they're not coming today, and we weren't really planning to spend more than like 3 hours here today originally, then it's just, I don't know, it might be next week. So when is it going to get painted? I guess the kind of surprise news was I am going to have to paint this myself. So I don't mind painting, but my paint jobs are very sloppy. I mean, I can see the molding, and I can see like wall paint that's here splashed all over the ceiling, because I mean, I've painted before plenty of times, and I always make a big mess. And I was hoping that, you know, this is Natalie's kitchen. It was going to be a big reveal that somebody that at least could do, you know, those edges around the ceiling and the molding and trim and stuff, that they could, you know, take care of that more tedious work, and I could just roll the walls and stuff. But our car is kind of in the shop now. I do not have any way to get paint supplies, but hopefully in the next day or two it will be back, even if it's not fixed. So hopefully it'll run until we can get the funds and all to repair it. So, and I'm not really looking for anybody to go buy supplies for us or anything like that. I kind of want to pick out what, you know, the cheaper stuff. I don't want somebody to, you know, buy $100 worth of paintbrushes and stuff and be like, "Woo, that's too much money." But yeah, I'm pretty cheap about stuff like that. Anyway, this is probably way too long, and I'm gonna cut it out here.